Well, this is the second attempt to get to the crashed bomber site. After the first attempt had to be abandoned, we were running out of time. We took a couple of trails, wrong trails, and had a couple of areas there where there was just no track, no sign of any track, and it was really difficult going. Up on the hillside here you can see this is the start of the forest area. It's been logged not that long ago, and new pine trees have been planted. I doubt that there's many trampers or anybody comes through here now. It's very difficult to get to this area. This is the easy going bit. I'm already puffing a little bit. It's very cold. It is early in the morning. Starting to see some of the native bush and scrub. We're starting to get a bit more into the forest now. Saw punga ferns on the side, some lemonwood trees, lots of other things here, maybe some kahikateas. There is some manuka trees growing in here as well. The track is just starting to narrow now, but it is still quite evident. The little side trails from mostly animals. There is quite a few pigs in here, as we've already taken some film when we came in here 2 days ago of several areas that have been dug up by pigs, wild pigs. Unfortunately in this area here there is a bit of gorse, which is a real scourge. I'm trying to keep a fairly good pace here to get to the plane wreck. From here will take me at the very least 3.5 hours. I'm thinking probably 4 to get to the wreck site. I will really only have maybe an hour and a half at the most if I don't make good time, and then I'll have to return. This is the first of the many stream crossings. This is just a little side stream coming down from the hillside. Little waterfall up there. There is a whole lot of these little side streams. The trek for the last 200 or 300 meters has been pretty hard going. It's wet and soft the whole way. Trying to skirt the worst of it, but you can see there's quite a bit of running water just running around the track. You can't go to the side. There's this weed, which is actually known as cuddy grass. It's razor sharp on the edges, and on the other side it's mostly gorse, so you have to go through here, but it's slow going. As I say, every step you sink, and it really does sap the strength out of you, and it's probably been at least 250 meters so far, and I know there's a lot more than that to go of this. This really did slow us down when we did our reconnaissance mission 2 days ago. He's a bad bit. Whoa! And the ground is just really soft. Still going, so that's something. It's all part of it. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Instead, only the crazy would do it. I think I'm going to go up the river here. When we came for our reconnaissance, we went up the bank there and had to bush bash through a whole lot of rugged stuff. I think, studying my maps and the GPS, it's quite deep couple of places. Yep, not a problem. If I can go up this bank a bit, I may be able to reacquire the track. It's very rough here, it's quite stony, but quite picturesque with the bush all around. Best to just walk up the bank as far as I can here, I think. Putting some waypoints in on my GPS as I'm going, so I can remember the way back through here if this works any good. Because from here on there's virtually no trail. That's what we found when we came through. It was very hard to navigate your way after here. I may try and cross to the other side of the stream, so I've run out of track here, and got a nasty looking gorse bush in my way. Up till now my feet are dry, which is a real contrast to when we came 2 days ago. When we came in basically shoes rather than boots, and we had very cold and wet feet for over 8 hours. Just going to try and keep going up the stream bed. There's a way down there. Nice little side pull. And this grassy looking stuff in front is actually really quite nasty. It's called cutty grass. I think the technical name for it is pampas, but or the name it's commonly called is pampas, but everybody here knows it as cutty grass. The sides of it are just razor sharp and they'll give you nasty cuts, and you can get quite a bad infection from them. Plus, being such a clean cut, they are slow to heal. Just rock hopping it through here as much as possible. The good thing about the rocks is they're actually surprisingly not very slippery. Whoa, getting close to the top of my boots here. They aren't bad at all. Right, I'm going to come out of the stream now and try and walk up the bank. Here we go. Okay, we did approach the subject a little bit on the other video about the pigs. There's quite a few wild pigs in the area. You can see they've been here recently. They've rutted up little bits. Here's a bigger one. They've dug all that up with their snouts, looking for whatever they look for, roots or bugs. This one here's got quite a good little hoof print. It's quite a good hoof print right there. Big hoof print too. That's a big pig. And we went out the stream for very long, and here we are back at the stream. I've got to get back into the stream again. That didn't work very well at all. There's the rock crossing here. Oh, it's a little bit shallow at this side. I'm not sure if I can get up there very easily. might have to go up the bank. I think when we were here 2 days ago we went up the bank here. I have that marked on my GPS that we went up there. Big slip up. Yeah. Quite fast flowing here to cross. I think I might go up the bank. Well, I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but there is a little bit of a side wash here. Might be able to get onto of gravel and stones. I would say that this probably is an overflow for the river, and whoops, tangled. And when the water gets up a bit, this will be full of water too. Well, at least I can get up 30 or 40 metres here pretty easily, and I'm back to the river. This is just an overflow channel. This is quite nice here. The water flow slows down a bit. There's quite a big pool just over the side here and some big rocks. It's quite tiring going, and I've got a fair weight in my pack because you have to be prepared. There is no cell phone reception out here, we know that. We did try several times when we were here just to confirm it. Oh, that's the slippery rock. Whoa, whoa, I nearly went down then. Look at this huge rock. Whoop. Wow, this is hard going. Water's deep here. Very deep. I managed to survive through the river there, and I've got up this area here, little flat area by the river now. It doesn't look like anything much, but there was a hut here at some stage. There's some iron left from the roof. There's iron, and in the middle here it's very hard to see, but there's an old brick fireplace. With a bit of pottery chimney there, and some more iron. There's a post over there of some description. But yeah, it's not a lot of excitement here, but it's been a hut. Oh. So there's more of it here than you think. It's in the ground, but it's basically just a pile of rusted tin now, and there's that brick and concrete fireplace, but other than that there's really nothing here at all. Nothing at all. Could do with a McDonald's about now. I don't eat that healthy, unfortunately. It's a nice tree there, nice young one. I think that's a Kahikatea. Gosh, I'm going to be wrong on that probably, but some nice trees in the distance. Where we're going to go to is going to get us onto an old logging road. This would have been covered in large trees, and there's a big area here have been dug up by pigs. It's a big lot of area there, and there would have been, this area would have been covered in huge trees. We are going to see some huge trees. There are some left on the way to the aeroplane wreck. A little bit further along it opens up to a little bit of an open bit here, and it's not quite so soft, so it's like a bit of a highway, but it doesn't last long. I remember this, it does not last long, and then you're back into the soft stuff again, and you lose anything that looks like a trail. Well, this is a tricky bit of going here, the track, if you could call it a track, is got a lot of slips in it, and it's straight down to the river, and that might look deceptively close, but that's a good 40 metre downhill, straight downhill, and there's lots of things to give you a bit of a push with the undergrowth here, especially to grab your pack and things too. There's more cutty grass as well, got to stay away from that. Here's another nice little slide. Don't know if you can see that very well, there's water flowing through there, but nice little slide straight down into the river. That would be quite nasty, so we'll try to avoid that. When I get to the aeroplane marker, which I think will be about another 30 minutes, I'm going to have a decent 10-minute break. But I've got the tricky bit. We actually filmed quite a bit when we were here at WWII, Mr. Dog and I, when we're here trying to sort the trails out. We filmed a bit in that area. It's really quite lovely, and there is one of the only signs you do see in this area of man's presence, and that's 2 bits of concrete pipe where there's been a culvert for the probably bulldozers or crawlers to cross and haul logs out. Really eating away here. It's very soft too. This is my first real break. I'm stopping at this where the sign is for the aeroplane. It's the only symbol about the wreck at all up in this area, but it shows you that I've found the right track. I'm having a stop, I'm going to have a sandwich, and I'm going to leave some of my stuff here because I've got the big climb now. This is majorly steep through the big old forest. We're going to see some real big forest giant trees, and I'm expecting it to take me about at least another hour, I think, from here to get to the wreck site, and it is hard going. I've been up this track a little way 2 days ago with WWII and Mr. Dog, and we realised we weren't going to make it to the plane in time to get back to the car, so we had to give it up, but I'm intending to make the wreck this time. I'm quite a bit earlier. Just going to have a little bit of a 5-minute break here, and then I'll get going. Well, I just found a couple of interesting relics. I found this one first, just chucked in the bush. It's an old route marker. They used to make them out of, it was like old Venetian blind, and this one's been bent over in the corners to make it look like a bit of an arrow, and it's been painted orange, or sorry, probably more pink. It's obviously been on a tree, and the tree's fallen over, and they've just discarded it and replaced it now with this sort of plastic tape that they seem to put on the trees. But the other thing is, I just noticed off the side of the trail, just happened to look around and just see it. First of all, I thought it was a route, but there's this. Now, if you have a look at that, that is a piece of wire rope just disappearing into the bank, and it's only visible about half a metre, but it is big rope. I mean, that is big rope. That's, you know, 40 millimeters thick, an inch thick, over an inch thick probably, and that is as strong as. It's probably been used to haul logs, and it must have broken off at some stage and just been discarded. I mean, that wire rope would have been really valuable in the times when they were harvesting the logs here. I mean, this is a very steep area, I'm in a gully here, a little bit of a gully thing going up. Track is very hard to see. There is the odd marker, but not many, and I think I'm a bit off the track, but I just discovered that, and I think that is pretty cool. That is a pretty cool old relic of the era here when they were doing the logging. But I'll take this home with me as a souvenir, because that was just discarded as rubbish, so I don't have any problem with taking that.